Hello everyone, Chris here from Midwest Coaster Fans. Six Flags Fiesta Texas announced that they're building a new for 2022 coaster, the world's steepest dive coaster from B&M. It's a compact dive coaster model. It follows the storyline that Dr. Diabolical, which is a DC character comic, but they kind of, instead of it being a male, it's a female in this version. She created creatures. In order to feed the creatures, she needs your fear and screams to do so. This coaster sits at a height of 150 feet. With a 95-degree drop, 2 inversions, 2 helixes, 2 drops, and a top speed of 60 miles per hour, and also a track length of 2,501 feet. This sits next to the Road Runner coaster at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and this is the first major addition since probably Iron Rattler got redone by RMC years ago. The last 2 additions were Wonder Woman, which is an RMC single rail coaster, and also an SNS free spin. And then they also added the flat ride, which was Daredevil Dive at the park, and that was added last year. So it's kind of interesting that they decided to add another major addition. This park seems to be getting it all, and I think they're testing this out to see how these compact dive coaster models go, and to possibly add it to other parks. I wouldn't be surprised if you did not see this possibly at Magic Mountain to compete again. Obviously, the last 2 editions with, Jersey Devil, which is 3,000 feet of length. It's a custom layout for a single rail, and rumor has it that Magic Mountain is also going to be getting that same single rail, which is 3,000 feet long, over at Magic Mountain. And a lot of people are wondering why B&M and Six Flags are working together again. I guess they were able to rebuild their relationship again, and Six Flags wants to spend more money investing on probably more high-capacity coasters, since RMCs kind of have problems with downtime and things of that nature. Yes, they are great rides, but B&Ms, while some people don't think they're as forceful, they are very reliable, and they're people-eating monsters, so it helps cut down the lines and the long lines at different ends of the park. So this coaster looks great. It has a great color scheme. It has yellow, red, or golden red. I can't tell from this what exact color it fully is, but love the color scheme, and it follows kind of like steampunk as Daredevil Dive did. And I think the theming that they're doing for their newer coasters is great, because even Jersey Devil, with it being themed, gives their coasters more fun while people are waiting in the queue line, and gives it a story. And story coasters are more fun because you're anticipating in the queue line, you're reading the story. It's building up anticipation. I think they're copying more so of SeaWorld Entertainment and Cedar Fair, because both of those parks or park chains in recent past have done so with a lot of their coasters, creating massive storylines to keep people interested. And especially Cedar Fair. Cedar Fair is very interested in stories as of lately, to try to keep more interest with the general public. Obviously, roller coaster enthusiasts could care less. But myself, as somebody who readily visits parks and coasters, I love stories because it keeps you interested while you're in line. This is Emperor over at SeaWorld. San Diego has not opened yet, so the question remains, will Six Flags open their coaster before Emperor opens? But this is also another compact dive model, so we're seeing that B&M is kind of transitioning over to the compact models, and I think a lot of it has to do with they're trying to appeal more so with the smaller parks in all the chains, so like Six Flags, Cedar Fair, and also SeaWorld Entertainment. Obviously, they're probably not going to build something like that at a large theme park such as, Disney or Universal. And you might even see the compact dive models in the Hershen chain, maybe over at Kentucky Kingdom in the future, and things of that nature. But it's nice to see that Six Flags, again, is partnering with a major coaster manufacturer. And I think they went with RMC because RMC cut them good deals, and RMC was rebuilding their image in the industry. But like I said, with a lot of the issues with RMC, besides, the ride experience is great. It's not that. Both the sensors, and sometimes the coasters have a lot of downtime, especially the single rails. I think they're looking at going back with a more reliable company such as B&M. And maybe we'll even see them partner with Vekoma in the future again. And we might see more of the newer model Vekomas, even though I've been told that SNS is probably going to premiere it, since SNS kind of owns Vekoma, and Vekoma is kind of the European model, and SNS is kind of the United States model. Now, obviously they have their own challenges to work out, and some people thought that this was going to be the S&S Axis coaster, but that turned out to be not true. Now, with it not being on the quarry wall, there could be some sort of structural thing that it could have caused, or they possibly might not have been able to build it due to other reasons, and it could have been environmental reasons, things of that nature. But I still think this is a great addition for Six Flags Fiesta Texas. This park has shown that it premieres a lot of new concept models, such as the single rail, the S&S free spin, and they had the retrack of Rattler and turned it into Iron Rattler. So you have a lot of different kinds of different coasters there. Some not so great, some in the medium range, and some very great. So this is very good for this park, and it has a very good park president, Jeffrey Siebert, which he's been the park president for years now, and he's transformed this park into a destination park. You have the Wonder Woman single rail coaster that attracts a lot of enthusiasts. You have Iron Rattler. You have the first ever free spin, which some people like it, some people don't. And now you're going to have a B&M dive coaster, the world's steepest and tallest, which is going to add to the already great lineup at this park. And then you have Superman as well, which Superman is, another high-class coaster at this park. So this park needed this, and also this kind of rebrands the image of Six Flags and attracts people from, SeaWorld over to this park, and offers more of a more mellow ride. You have the first drop, as you can see from here. Then you're going to go into the Immelman roll. And like many other dive coasters, from the Immelman roll, you're going to go back up into a left turn into a 270-degree roll, back around, and you're going to go back into the other stall. And then this other drop is going to move slowly, but it's not going to stop fully. And then this is going to lead you into the two helixes and then into the final brake run. So the ride experience in general is different from the other B&M dives that we've seen. I think these compact models might offer a little more intensity, and I think it is going to be a great addition to this park as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you think of this coaster. And with that being said, this concludes our review and analysis on Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger, coming for 2022 at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Thanks again for watching, and please subscribe for future content that'll drop down for Midwest Coaster fans.